Hello everyone, Jeff here. Welcome back to another Death Must Die video. Today we're going to be trying a really sweet XP Avron build that Fluffy Juju posted in my Discord. There's a link to the Discord in the description with the build all in it, but I'll tell you guys what it's about right now. So, it is an XP gain build. We have 195% plus XP gain, which is kind of a lot, and it can go up, and it will go up. It's going to be fun. So I'm actually using a purple sword because it's the best one I have with power projectiles on it. That's going to be important for us to actually do consistent damage. But besides that, we're using a lot of uniques here. So we're using Mausoleum of Eyes as extra XP gain. We also can't get Master Blessings because of this, so no legend offers throughout the entire run, but that's okay. We make up for this with one of Avron's talents. We're using an XP gain belt with some luck because luck will be good later. Living armor is like the best defense you can get for any piece in the game, I think. Like, you get so much. We have 622 armor, or 622 life, but we still get the damage reduction of the talents, so like it doesn't even matter. An XP gain necklace, XP gain helmet. I'm using a tier 2 666 6 XP gain relic. If you have a tier 3 one, you could just have more dice on this or more XP gain to be better, but that's what it is. The Apprentice Ring for more XP gain and reduced offers that don't matter. XP Boots and Rider's Hand for a bunch of XP gain and extra damage. So all of that to be said, all of that XP gain is going to compound with our XP gain in our talent tree. We care a little bit about Inspired Research. Exalted's fun, but you don't need to stay in it forever. You have to max out your armor to synergize with living armor. Reduced damage taken is insanely important, because if you don't have this, you're just going to take a bunch of damage, so even if you have a bunch of life, it doesn't matter. Extra life from this is nice. Upgrading skills to master is very important, and we take Grand Archon of Alam, so that the worst case scenario, we're getting adepts, but we're also being able to get experts more often than not, and then these are kind of self-explanatory. I did choose to go with the luck version here. Fluffy's build is a little different. You can these points right here, these 5 can kind of go wherever you want. They can go to world study, they can go to 10% more damage, but I decided to drop them in there and we'll see how it goes. But anyways, let's get into it. So godwise is very important. We're looking for time and summer as our main dealios. The reason I took the luck is a backup plan. Well, time really showed up to party here, huh? I think what I'll do, we could devote to time. I'm gonna banish clone out the gate, just straight away. We're not doing that. We could just take warped attack if we want. I think that's pretty good. I don't necessarily care about being super high. Yeah, it's fine. So we want time for alteration ritual, and we want summer for intensity. All right, so I'm gonna see. The thing is, I don't really want to take devotion to time just yet until we've locked in our other gods. So I'm gonna go ahead and reroll, try and get alteration. Yeah, and we're taking adepts, so that's fine. So we hit Frost Nova there. Watch the little thing pop up. So we got to go around and hit shrines too, because we're gonna scale up our XP crazy because we have so much. We have so much XP gain. All right, so Mort is fun. The third god is kind of optional. I think we're supposed to go Crom so that we could take hooks and the other Crom good stuff. Mort does give you execution, which is a lot of XP, if you want to try that route, but this is like, hooks is so good, and we have to have a way to kill things. The only problem with this that I found, I've tested it one run so far, is that if alteration, like, if you just miss on good abilities for a couple levels, you can have a problem. That's been my experience. Let's see, what would we like here? At random, convert stuff to damage, no. Let's say power damage. That's our prime type. Our Amazon Prime. 10 max life water. That's crazy. Actually crazy. Force, warped attack. I mean, these are fine. I think we banish warped attack. I'm also considering just taking vortex and then banishing it. And by considering, I mean I am doing. I really want to get intensity soon here, because the whole point of this is to scale up our power damage with intensity. This guy is a thing. Whenever you level, convert your strike damage to power damage. We could convert our power damage to cast damage. What are we doing with that if we go this route, right? We have to have a cast that's worth using. I think it's easier just to take the strike to power damage, and then if we get strike damage, it's free. I would like damage versus bosses. It's a good shrine. That is a good shrine. Yeah, I think... Also, we really want to be leveling up. That's another thing. Legong is very strong. So, Legong has lightning bolts, which we like. All right, there's intensity. I think we can just take intensity. I think we banish meteor shower for sure. For sure. So now we start gaining more XP per level, which is nice. I would like to banish this. I would like to take Alteration Ritual. And we're going to get lots of free damage from Alteration Ritual. And then we just want to find shrines that give us more XP. And anything that scales XP. If we could find that one shrine that gives like 5% XP every minute, that would go crazy. Alright, Crom. What you got? Grappling hook up is very good. We also want to take the grappling hook infusion. It just is a powerful ability. Adding projectiles to grappling hook is strong.
Fired up.
Summer is fired up. Flare is also like kind of cracked, to be honest. But we're gonna take intensity up now. We can get flare later. More rare items. That is not the shrine I was looking for. 2% summon damage is also not the shrine I was after. I'm gonna banish Rampage and Blood Swords. Take grappling hooks. Let's get the trash out of here. Get the trash out of here. Let's go Alteration Ritual. See, the problem with Devotion to Time in this, I feel like, is that all I really want to do is max out Devotion Ritual. Yes. And then I kind of want to be done with time. And by Devotion Ritual, I mean Alteration Ritual. Devotion Ritual is what we call my shrine to Summer. Let's go Intensity. Oh, we got hands! Summoning the powers of the Joestar family. I mean, we just take armor. We just take armor and gain like 60 HP. That's dumb. All right, intensity up again. I think if you hit like a good batch of enemies with this, you can go completely obscene with your levels. Also, one thing too, like, I'm very bad about walking away from XP on the ground. I just know that's like one of the things that I do poorly in these videos. So if you see me do it, just know that it's wrong. Like, I try to give the best advice, but also sometimes I'm a fool. I'm gonna banish Force before I accidentally take it over an infusion that we want. Ooh, a Sacred Fountain. I mean, the XP is pretty good, but like a revival is a revival. Also, it procced I think when we leveled up, we got a Divine Shield and we popped it with that. So that's kind of good. I'll keep taking Grappling Hook, that's fine. So we can kill the frog really easily. Yeah, as more enemies start coming, we get stronger. All right, now we have flare going, so we have 43% chance for flare, 36 for grappling hook. Serendipity is going to be good later. Let's have a lot of free damage going around here. I will lock in expert warpact. 100%. I'm also not opposed to taking shurikens. That's why I haven't banished it. Blades is like a thing, I guess. Thinking about the casts we can have, so we could either get time, field, or blades. Since we already banished Meteor Storm. Both kind of fine. I don't really care about Chains of War at all. If we take Shuriken, we get the other strikes out of our pool, at the very least. Also, Shurikens is like one of those 1-point talents that really tends to overperform. It is admittedly a little misleading in the damage books, you know, at the end of the run. Because of the way Rupture works, it does a lot of extra damage that isn't like real. There's a lot of stat padding. Maybe take flare. But even though Shurikens does do a lot of stat padding, right? It's a strong ability. It's just pretty ass for bosses. Now, this one's tough because we don't really do any attack things, right? We're just not doing that. I think we actually roll away here. I'll take flare. I really think hitting fates at some point in the next 3 hours would be nice. We could like go to Blockbuster and just rent a fate. No, remember when we could go to Blockbuster and like rent games? I was talking about that with someone the other day. Like, you know, back in the day, we didn't really own that many video games, right? For the most part, like you owned some, but basically you just rented everything. And it was just like, it's such a crazy, it's a crazy thing with like, I think we're talking about the price of video games, like how it's so expensive now. It's like, oh, well, they, you know, the old Nintendo magazines had stuff at like $60, $70 in like the 90s, but at the same time, how many of those did you buy? Maybe you bought one new game, you got one new game for Christmas, maybe one new game for your birthday. You know, my my family didn't celebrate. We didn't get gifts for Christmas on half my family side, so for many years I did not get stuff. But thankfully, my uncles were big gamers in like the 80s and whatnot, so they kind of assisted the rest of my family in helping me get stuff to play. Which led me to where I am today, being a productive member of society. That's what I'm doing right now, right? I'm being productive. Let's escape from this cruel reality. Hey, it's the Fates! They're here. What is this? What is all this? I'm gonna take Obedience. That's the one. Damage and projectiles up. We're level 34, 5 minutes in. I still feel like that's kind of low, honestly. I'll take 400 experience. And see, now we're at like this spot with time. I'm gonna banish this. I have one banish left too, that sucks. I'm gonna level up grappling hooks. We go again, take Warpact. We go again, I'm gonna alterate. I'm gonna take Warpact. That was some number of levels. Time, can you like not? Okay, fine. I'll take time field. Chronology. Yeah, but what about what about just taking Obedience so that I can level up all the way? And I'll take XP. Level 41. Ooh, Master. And Warpact. It's good. It's good. See, you don't need legends to win, although legends are fun. I was actually messing around with like what I was gonna build with Aberon today, and I found like a lot of the builds you want to do on him. Bront just does better on things that don't involve luck, basically. See, this is kind of ass. I need more banish dice. Time field. Okay, I mean, honestly, time field is a strong ability. It's good for boss killing. That's gonna be our weakness, for sure. But like now that we've put so many points in intensity and our power is going up, we just like we just snag all of the XP from these shrines. Oh, and this is crazy. Under 30% life, gain 60 armor. More like gain 120 life or something like that. I don't know the actual math on it, but it works with living armor. So if you get below, you get a lot. I'll take another 400 XP, please. Thank you. Time field me? I guess. So I think Frog is about to die. I think he's about to have a really awful time. Oh, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Got it. Nice. Grappling hook to expert. You love to see it. Spit on me, Frog. I dare you. Do it. Oh, he's doing it. That didn't go well for him. Not well at all. All right, we're level 46. I still think that's a little low. We've returned here. I'm just gonna take the XP. It's just such a huge amount of XP. We haven't seen any XP gain shrines yet. That's disappointing, I will say. I definitely think that. Like, one thing I wanted to try to do is like combine this with Inner Peace, but it just doesn't work. Mostly because of the Mausoleum of Eyes not letting us get master offers. All right, so that 5% actually gave us like, what was that, like 12, 13%? Because of the way multipliers work. Yeah, we're just taking max HP. You could have taken armor there for like a huge HP bump, but we're here for XP. Another one? Oh, we could have, you know what, we could have done some stuff. Hitting 3 of those guys is crazy. Every 20 seconds gains 60 armor. Okay. Seems good. You know, I'm thinking about this right now. It may have been better to put those 5 points of power damage that I put in my talent tree into Worldly Study to have a chance at hitting the big shrines, a better chance at that. Because some of those are... Okay, I think Master Shuriken, sure. Because some of those have some crazy XP stuff on them. So that might be a thing that's worth investigating, for sure.
Summer is here.
Summer is here. The other problem with this is you also can't get Gehenna. So, I don't know. I want to try this with Kront, and I want to do it with Summer and Justice and try and get Gehenna and Inner Peace and like a legend offer one. I don't know how I'm going to do it gear-wise, but I'm sure we could figure it out. Oh, that guy sucks. War never changes. I guess I'll just take Bloodlust. I mean, we probably do enough to justify it. At the very least, we throw more shurikens. At the very least. What is this? More heals? It's fine. Attack damage? Take more heals, I guess. Really, any of those were possible. All right, Flare up to Adept. Again, pretty strong. Pretty strong. I'm using Rider's Hand and not extra power projectile stuff.
I don't really care for.
What you got for me, Summer? These aren't it, I don't think. You can roll, you get player to expert. I like that. I like it a lot. Some healing. We're at 900 HP with 3 lives. Still only level 52 at 10 minutes in. Disgraceful. I'm gonna alterate away from this. Time field. Yeah, sure. Sure. I want to take Devotion to Summer. I just don't want to take it yet. That's gonna mean less fates and whatnot. XP gain for 60 seconds. Feels like that's the answer. And this is 3-6 attacks give damage. 1 HP healing doesn't really do much when you have 900. Admittedly. Yeah, the real question here is damage. Will the damage hold up for like the bosses? And we'll see. Dash damage is not the one we're after. I think having so many leveled up abilities is gonna do wonders though. And it cannot be understated how powerful Warpact is when we're dealing with like bosses and whatnot. But I do think this is one of those builds that definitely like varies greatly by the quality of shrines you get. Serendipity. I'm gonna take obedience, but like serendipity is also very, very high on the list of things that we want. Also, Durlox is crazy. It's so good for us. What she got? Conquest and Glory. Devotion to Crom. Again, I don't want to take this just yet. Time field, sure. I know it increases our damage, but I really want the fates to show up some more first. All right, alterate away. Shurikens, Bloodlust, Hall. Hall is terrible. We do not want that. I guess we take Bloodlust. Maybe when the fates showed up, I should have rolled to get devotion to them. Would have made sense. Minus luck, that's gross. Alterate to Bloodlust, no. I mean, yeah, Bloodlust. I was thinking in my head, I was like, do I, as opposed to thinking with my other head or something, I don't know. I was thinking, do I like spend all my alterations right now to go to the fates? And I opted against it. I don't know if that's correct or not. I guess we upgrade shurikens. 59. Is time field up again? Having a couple more banished dice also would have done wonders, because then we wouldn't be seeing time. And we really don't want to be seeing time. Also, I guess taking time field was a mistake because it put stillness into the pool. This is not really it. I guess we go shurikens here. I'm just looking for the right shrines right now. Looking for big ol' XP, damage. I got frozen. I've been halved. That bit lives in my head rent-free. If you haven't seen Walk Hard, the story of Dewey Cox, you are missing out in life. John C. Reilly. Or William C. Riley. What is his, like, actual name? I think it's John C. Riley. Anyways, that guy is beyond funny. And kind of sucks. We rolled into dice, huh? Go to two of these. Oh, Flare Master seems too good to not take, but all right, interesting. How's the Scarecrow gonna go? I feel like we don't do enough damage. And here's the thing, right? I could have run this build with like a Black Lightning Sword, and it kind of would have handled everything. But I feel like putting a Black Lightning Sword on trivializes everything. So I don't want to add it to builds where I'm doing something different. Well, at least that well healed me. What do you have? What do you have? Summer. I guess Fury is fine. All right, so we have an army of Bone Boys here. Bonermen. I am also stuck in the terrain. I am 100% stuck here. I cannot dash out. So, oh, it let me out. What happened? I don't think I've ever had that happen before. Whatever. If we lose a life, we lose a life. Not too concerned about it. We didn't. We're still among the living. It took a little while. Not the fastest kill. Pumpkins, 20% luck. 20% luck's a lot. Puts our flare up to 96 and grappling hook up to 58%. Yeah, we're really desperate to get to the fates here. Still gonna take damage against bosses, even though I think that knight is about to, yeah. Felt like that knight was about to kill us, but it's just one of those things that happens. Oh no, everything's full. Shit. All right, get rid of those things. Grab this. Let's move on with our day. Poisoned on hit. Sure. Lucky ring of ignoring. The fates. Okay. Now the tough question: do we devote ourselves to the fates? I think we do, but I don't know it's correct. I guess it depends how many more levels we get. We should be due for several more. At least 69. Right? At least 69 levels. But you never know. Naturally. Wait a second. How much power damage? We have 500% power damage from infusion going off. I mean, that's good for sure. That's the thing too. You could switch this up, and instead of Braum, you could take Legong, use lightning bolts, and get all the extra power damage because you have flare to do the equivalent, essentially the same thing. Serendipity. I'm gonna take obedience up. I don't think we're upgrading our devotion to the fates. Like that one's a little much, to be honest. We've almost made it to level 69. Not the highest level ever, but the funny number. It will be very good for thumbnail. Big ol' Averon, Captain 69. Duplicating Amulet of Dexterity actually sounds like a good item. This is trash. Soul Steal's like the worst thing. Whenever you kill a boss, heal some life. Yeah, no thanks. Instead, I'll take Strike, Projectiles, Attack Speed, Master Amulet. That's good. That's a good one. There's so much stuff on the ground. So many items. All right, extra heals. We're halfway there. Whoa. Whoa. Halfway there. Yeah, I mean, obviously with gear you can get more XP gain. But I think without hitting the like compounding shrines, it's kind of tough to make this work the way you want it to. It's still very powerful. Even I'd say this is like a fairly poor run, and it seems like it's still just kind of cruising. We are 69. Can we just stay here forever? 69ing back and forth forever. Something like that. Oh, here come the Durlocks. Well, we're gonna blast away now. Why did I... Okay. But, like, why did I devote myself to the Fates again? The Onyx Dragon Bow of Alacrity. That sounds interesting enough that I want to pick it up. The problem is, I now have a lot of things, and many of them are things I would like to keep. Not that. I don't need that. Strike damage, strike great sword. Nah, I don't need that. Okay. We so desperately need a way to just send items on the ground back to base. Really? Time field? I feel almost disrespected by getting the time field there. Wrathful Roots of Vigor. Come on, bro. Come on. Fury, I guess, sure. Should make attacking the lady easier. Summoning Dynasty Sword of Alacrity. I don't really want that. There's a Rushing Greaves of Wisdom. I also am not a big fan of... I don't think that matters. Perilous Foothelm of Sovereignty. That one I'm gonna have to check because I don't actually know what that is. Specialist Ring of Sovereignty. What's a Perilous Foothelm? Cast Crit. Okay. Alright, well that should get me another level. Oh my gosh, these are quite good. I still don't have Serendipity. It's kind of odd. Hero's Journey is just a lot of damage. Just a lot. Alternatively, we could get... We can upgrade this ability. Oh, reroll. 72 or 8% luckier. I'm gonna take the 8% luckier. It puts us at 45 luck. Puts this at 52%. This at 87%. That's a lot. That's a lot higher percent. We're gonna get to level 75 here. It's no 200. But done fairly. I guess we take Devotion to Summer now. Just extra damage on Flare. We have a bunch of, like, very competent spells right now. Sovereign Steel Gauntlets of Vigor. Who is Vigor, anyway? And why has he made so many pieces of equipment? Oh, so we're ending at 75, huh? All right, off we go. One of the problems with the alteration ritual, I think, is that it doesn't do anything against Lady of the Lake. Right, like, if the fight goes long, your stuff just wears off. And depending on what you had found or whatnot is if it's good or not. Like right now we have level 1 light rays, level 1 guidance, necromancy 9, hall, radiance 6, I guess is okay. Like a bunch of these things are not very good. Which is just a shame because alteration ritual was so good in the previous versions of the game. Not that it's bad here, like it's darkness 100 and it's gonna win, but it's still a hollow shell of its former self. Its former shelf. The toy on the shelf, much like the Indian in the cupboard. Is that movie Race? I don't remember that. I remember going to theater to see it though. She dropped a lot. Holy moly. Well, anyways, that's the build. It worked pretty good. I think I would change this power damage to Worldly Study to try and actually hit some XP shrines, because only ending up, if we started at 197 or whatever and only got to 210, that's kind of a disappointment, if I'm being so for real. Meanwhile, I'm just gonna discard these things. This man plays too many card games. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna discard these, and I am going to pick up the loot. And I am going to get on out of here after we get to the stats screen. So, I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Because, you know, reasons, YouTube. It be what it be. Power projectile, oh, that's kind of crazy. That's kind of trash. Take these, and that's okay, but I have the exact same one, and that's different enough, and I can just grab this thing. It's bugged. Okay, I'll just grab whatever. Cool. But yeah, anyways, our top damage is grappling hook, unsurprisingly, and then shurikens, like I said, it's misleading, and then flare. That's kind of as expected. But anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good day. Jeff out. Bye.